This is Animon Deep Dives, where I'll be discussing the creative process behind each design I've come up with, as well as discussing lore, abilities, and possible movesets. Spoiler warning to anyone who isn't caught up with the manga or hasn't seen the series yet. Now let's dive right in. In this video, we're diving into Bakugo's second Pokemon stage, Tenrage. Starting off with the name. Coming from the words Tenrec and Rage, Rage is pretty obvious because Bakugo is always enraged about pretty much anything and everything in majority of the series. But especially after Deku develops his quirk and actually starts to get good at being a hero, Bakugo becomes especially rageful. Not being able to accept how a weakling like Deku is able to surpass him in becoming a hero and being favorited by All Might. That's why Tenrage, being the enraged Pokemon, works so well, because Bakugo has not yet learned to cope with these feelings and emotions, and is just an angry, aggressive person throughout majority of the middle of this series. So now, what is a Tenrec? Don't worry, I had no idea this animal even existed until I started doing research for this second stage. I had no clue what to name this Pokemon at first, because nothing sounded right when I tried using the word porcupine. So I started researching some other possible spiny animals resembling porcupines, and that's when I came across Tenrec, if that's how you even pronounce it. It's a very diverse group of animals, with some closely resembling hedgehogs, though they aren't related in any way. They can typically have blonde or cream-colored spines, and when I read that in my head, I was like, perfect. A spiny, blonde-colored animal resembling hedgehogs, but not related. Of course, Tenrecs aren't related to porcupines in any way either, so evolution-wise, it's really just about the name and appearance. I guess in terms of the name, you could also argue that it's so enraged that if you were to rate it on a scale, it would be a 10. So 10 rage. Yeah, that could work too. Oh, also Tenrecs apparently have very poor eyesight, and what are Tenrage's eyes constantly doing? They are blinded by his own rage, which is why they are always on fire. Haha. See, it all makes sense. I'm not reaching, I swear. Anyways, let's talk design. So for Sparkypine, I wanted it to look not menacing, but more standoffish. Like, hey, don't mess with me cause I got 2'd. Before Tenrage, I went all out. This guy is pissed. So I made him extra spiky, sharp claws, pointy teeth, all the works. And of course the raging white eyes, because this guy is always looking for a reason to fight. He's even in an attacking stance, almost like he's saying, come at me, I'm ready. I also gave the design some of Bakugo's hero costume, just to emphasize that this is supposed to be his Pokemon. I like the stomach pattern, how it turned out, almost looking like a pair of angry eyes or a mask, which is further emphasizing his aggressiveness. Okay, fun part. Stats, moves, and abilities. For stats, again, Bakugo is a pretty fast character and very aggressive, so I think he'd have to have high speed stat with high physical and special attacks, though his physical attack would be a little higher since he enjoys head-to-head combat. For his moveset, he could have things like Fire Punch, Ember, Fire Spin, and I could definitely see him curling up into a fireball and launching itself at other opponents, so for sure Flame Wheel. I'd also give him a signature move I called Firecracker, which would be an explosive multi-hit attack that also has 30% chance of causing burn every time it lands a hit. The attack can land anywhere from 2 to 5 hits with an 80 accuracy and 25 power. Finally, for his abilities, I could see it having Reckless because it boosts the power of moves with recoil damage. Someone mentioned that Deku's Pokemon could also have this ability, and I agree. They are both reckless in their own ways, again portraying how the two mirror each other. Tenrage could also have the ability I gave Sparkypine, which I named Flaming Quills, which is just a combination of flame body and rough skin. Another ability that I think works really well for this Pokemon is Anger Point, which boosts the Pokemon's attack when it takes a critical hit. This ability makes perfect sense because anytime someone lands a hit on Bakugo, it just upsets him more and makes his attacks stronger. Alright, I think that about wraps things up for Tenrage. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and follow for more. We just recently hit 10,000 followers, which is awesome. So thank you all again, and I'll see you next video. Bye!